What really makes a relationship last? At first, everything feels perfect, exciting, fun, even magical. But after some time, reality starts to show. You might see differences, small problems, or misunderstandings. So, what keeps love strong after the first stage? Is it deep love, good communication, respect? Maybe all of them. In this episode, we're going to talk about romantic relationships in a real, simple way. What works, what hurts, what helps, and how to speak about these things naturally in English. If you stay with me to the end, you'll not only understand love better, you'll be able to talk about it better too. And before we dive in, if this episode helps you or gives you something to think about, feel free to like and subscribe, only if it feels right to you. And in the comments, I'd really love to hear from you. Where in the world are you listening from? What time is it right now? And what are you doing while you're listening to this episode? I always enjoy reading your messages. Sending love to all of you. Now let's begin. Why is this topic important for English learners? Relationships are a big part of life, and if English is your second language, talking about love, problems, or emotions can feel confusing. Maybe you don't know the right words, or you're afraid of sounding too serious or not serious enough. Maybe you understand the feeling but not how to say it. That's why this topic matters. Because real relationships need real language, not just grammar. This episode will help you practice how to express emotions, talk about problems, and show love in clear, respectful English. Whether you're dating now or just learning, these are skills you'll use for the rest of your life. What does a healthy relationship look like? A healthy romantic relationship is not perfect, but it feels emotionally safe. In a good relationship, both people care about each other's well-being. They talk honestly and they listen with patience. There's kindness in the small things, like remembering your partner had a long day or checking in when they seem quiet. You don't have to agree on everything, but you do have to trust each other, respect each other, and want the best for each other. A strong relationship supports your mental health, not destroys it. It helps you grow, both as a person and as a partner. How important is communication in love? Communication is the heart of every relationship. Without it, even love can feel confusing or painful. Good communication means saying how you feel in a way that your partner can hear and understand. It also means asking questions, not assuming. A simple, "Can I share something that's on my mind?" opens the door to connection. When people stop talking honestly, misunderstandings grow. But when they talk openly, they can solve almost anything. Words matter. Not just what you say, but how you say it. Your tone, your timing, your patience. They all show care. What does emotional support really mean? Emotional support is the feeling of knowing someone truly has your back. It means they care when you're upset, and they try to understand, not fix you, not judge you, but be there. When your partner is going through something hard, emotional support could be a hug, a kind word, or simply saying, "I'm here." Take your time. You don't have to solve their problem. Just showing that you see their pain and that they're not alone makes a huge difference. In strong relationships, both people support each other's highs and lows and feel safe being emotionally open. Why is personal space important in love? Even in the closest relationships, space matters. Everyone needs time alone, to think, to rest, to be themselves. When you spend too much time together, it can feel heavy or even stressful. But when you both have your own space, the relationship can breathe. You stay curious about each other. You bring new things to talk about. Giving space doesn't mean you love less. It means you respect your partner's independence. Healthy love is not about controlling someone. It's about being connected and free at the same time. How do everyday actions build deeper connection? You don't need big surprises or expensive gifts to build a strong relationship. In fact, it's the small daily actions that matter most. Making your partner tea without being asked, sending a sweet message in the middle of the day, giving a long hug when they're stressed. These tiny moments add up. They create a sense of trust and comfort. They show, I see you, I care. When we do small, loving things every day, the relationship feels alive, like it's growing slowly, deeply, and naturally. What are some common relationship problems? Every couple faces challenges. That doesn't mean the relationship is bad. It just means you're two human beings with different feelings, habits, and experiences. Common problems include jealousy, miscommunication, feeling ignored, or not spending enough time together. Sometimes life outside the relationship, like work or family, causes stress that enters the relationship. The key is not to run away from problems, but to face them as a team. Talking about them with kindness and patience is the first step to healing. How do misunderstandings happen, and how do we fix them? Misunderstandings often come from silence, not speaking clearly or not checking if you really understood the other person. For example, one partner may be quiet because they're tired, but the other thinks they're angry. Or one forgets something important and the other feels hurt, even though it wasn't on purpose. These small things become big if we avoid talking. That's why it's important to ask, not assume. Say things like, I might be wrong, but can we talk about what happened? This gentle way helps prevent distance or unnecessary pain. What should we do when we feel jealous? Jealousy can feel like a strong emotion, and if we don't talk about it, it can turn into anger or sadness. Maybe your partner talks to someone a lot, and you feel unsure. Maybe you feel like they give more attention to their friends than to you. These feelings are normal, but the way we express them matters. Instead of accusing, be honest and kind. Say, I feel a little uncomfortable. I don't want to be controlling, but I need to talk about this. A loving partner won't laugh at your feelings. They'll listen and help you feel safe again. How can we show love without using words? Sometimes words aren't enough, or they're not needed at all. Love can be shown through simple, silent actions, holding hands during a walk, smiling when you see your partner, gently touching their back when they're tired. Even doing the dishes without being asked is a way of saying, I care about you. People express love in different ways. Some use words, some use touch, some use helpful actions. Understanding how your partner shows and receives love can make your connection even stronger. How do we stay connected in busy times? When life gets busy, it's easy to lose the emotional connection in a relationship. Work, school, stress, or family problems can make us feel distant. But staying connected doesn't have to take a lot of time. A simple message that says, I miss you, or a short walk together after dinner can mean so much. It shows your partner that they still matter, even when things are stressful. Love needs time, but it also needs attention. Just a little effort each day can help you feel close, even during busy seasons. What happens when someone doesn't feel appreciated? Appreciation is one of the most powerful emotions in a relationship, and one of the most forgotten. When one partner always gives, but never feels seen, they start to feel tired or even resentful. A healthy relationship needs regular reminders of value. Thank you for doing that, or I really appreciate how you helped me today. When you feel appreciated, you want to give more. But when you feel invisible, love starts to fade. Don't wait for special days. Give appreciation in the small moments, too. How can we set healthy boundaries? Boundaries protect a relationship from stress and confusion. They help each person feel respected and free. A boundary might be, please don't raise your voice when we argue, or I need time to focus on my work during the day. These are not rules. They're ways of saying, this helps me feel safe and loved. When both people respect each other's boundaries, trust grows. If a boundary feels confusing, talk about it calmly. Ask, can you help me understand why this matters to you? That's how healthy boundaries bring people closer, not apart. What does it mean to grow together? No one stays the same forever. As we grow older, we change. Our dreams, our values, our habits. In a good relationship, both people accept this change and even celebrate it. Maybe your partner wants to start a new job, learn a skill, or explore a new idea. Instead of feeling left behind, you can grow with them. Support their goals, even if they're different from yours. Ask questions. Share your own journey, too. When both people grow individually, they become even stronger as a couple. How do we argue in a healthy way? Arguing doesn't mean your relationship is broken. It means you care enough to speak honestly. But how we argue makes a big difference. Shouting, blaming, or using past mistakes as weapons only creates more pain. Instead, try to stay calm. Say, I feel upset about this, instead of, you always do this. Speak from your feelings, not your anger. Take breaks if needed. Come back when both people are ready. A healthy argument can even bring you closer if it's done with love and care. What should we do when we feel distant? Emotional distance can feel scary. Maybe you still love each other, but you feel like something is missing. You talk less. You touch less. You don't laugh the same way. Instead of ignoring it, bring it out into the open. Say, I miss how connected we used to be. Let's find our way back. Then do small things together again. A walk, a deep talk, a quiet night with no phones. Reconnection doesn't happen all at once. It starts with small, loving steps. How do we rebuild trust after a mistake? Trust is easy to lose and slow to rebuild. Maybe someone lied, or maybe they didn't listen when it mattered. If you made a mistake, don't hide it. Apologize clearly. Say, I hurt you and I understand why. I want to do better. Then, prove it through your actions, again and again. If your partner made the mistake, listen to your feelings. You don't have to forgive quickly. Take your time. Rebuilding trust takes work from both sides, but it can lead to an even deeper connection than before. What are the signs of a strong relationship? A strong romantic relationship feels calm. Even when life is difficult, you feel accepted, respected, and safe. You can talk about your fears without feeling judged. You laugh together, even on boring days. You argue sometimes, but always come back to kindness. You know your partner cares, not because they say it once, but because they show it often. there's real partnership, not just romance. A strong relationship helps you become a better version of yourself. What's the most powerful thing to remember about love? Real love is not just something that happens. It's something you choose. You choose to listen when you're tired. You choose to stay calm when things are difficult. You choose to care. Every single day. The strongest relationships are not perfect. They're full of effort, learning, and small moments of care. If you want a healthy romantic relationship, don't look for magic. Look for mutual respect, shared growth, and daily kindness. And if you've made it this far in the episode, remember, you're not just learning English. You're learning how to love better, too.